What's up, guys? This is Eric Santiago.
Joshua Gracian.
We are Moreno Global. Dude, so let's tell these people what happened this week, man, or well, recently. I don't want to say this week, but hey,
right.
what happened recently, man?
Let me go first.
Go, bro. Let's share this story, man. It's crazy. Hey, listen to
this shit struck me deep. I'm still mad about this. If I could see that guy on the other side, I'm probably kicking him, hitting him with an uppercut.
It's situations that get you mad, right?
Yeah, just pretty much. So let me get this quick and done. So I'll let you guys know. So I was a victim. I got scammed. I thought it wouldn't happen to me. We technically all did scam. So what happened? I booked the load. I'm thinking it's a direct customer. He's like, "Hey man, I don't have an MC. I'm the shipper. I'm the one who's doing this load. No one else. This is me." I'm like, okay, so me, I know that we want to start working with clients.
Yeah.
You know, we need new clients, and we don't want to just always be, looking for loads off the load boards. If we have a good client, somebody that can give us loads here and there from where we're at in San Antonio or wherever it is, we need to try to get them. That's a big thing.
That's a big goal for us to try to do. Like, if we can get direct customers.
Yeah, and try not to just always
it helps
be on
out.
Yeah, because if you're always on the load board, it hurts. But let me just get quick to it. So pretty much, I booked this load as 1,000 miles, paying $2,500, paying really good. He's like, "Hey man, I got other loads coming out. If you guys do good by me on this one, I'll be calling you guys to come pick up my loads, and I'll pay you guys good every time." So I get the driver out there. He picks up the load. Everything's good. The guy's blowing me up. Me and him texting over the weekend, 200, 300 messages. I'm telling you, like, this guy was right there every time.
Bro,
yeah, man. Every time I
crazy.
called him, he'd answer. He'd call me randomly. I'll have to answer because we're talking. It's the client.
And he had a good conversation, communication with you, right?
Yeah, it's 100%. It sounded like a very legit dude, man. And all the things were pointing to, like, "Hey man, we just got a good customer. We're about to get this money. We're about to keep on doing these loads for these guys." When my guy gets to the shipper, he goes and delivers the loads. He sends me the POD. I'm like, "Hey," it's like, "Why is there a different carrier name on there?" He was like, "Well, that's the carrier name that they told me to put in as." So he ended up getting called by the broker. The broker made him go in as a different carrier and check in. I wasn't aware of this. I wish I was, but we got pretty much screwed on that one because
can't believe it happened, bro.
Our factoring company won't accept the POD with a different carrier on there. So then I'm trying to call this guy, "Hey, can I need a new POD, a new BOL, pretty much, that says our carrier name on there?" He's not answering me. He's not answering my emails. He's blowing me off. I'm sending messages. It literally tells me there that he's not going to be in the office till 7 days from there. And that to me, I was like, shit, man, I fucked up. I thought I was going to lose my job. My boss came in there. He's like,
it's a scary situation, right? Because the drivers, they got to get paid because they did the job. I mean, we got to get paid, obviously, because we did the job too. And then what screws up is whenever someone on the other side that does you wrong, they don't pay, we're screwed. We get screwed. The company gets screwed. Bad reputation. It happens. And then the
sucks,
driver,
man. Sometimes
the drivers, they're gonna think like, well, why? Like if they was not to get paid, they'll be like, "I did the job. I still need to get paid," and they will fight for their money, just like us. We like to fight for our money as well.
And see, that's the thing. That's what we did. We still paid the driver for doing the load.
The job.
We paid him as what it was, just because, as you as an owner, that's what you have to do. Especially keeping good workers and good drivers, you got to do that. So that's what my boss did. He came in there. He said, "Who booked this load? Man, we're gonna lose money on this one." It's like, my bad, man.
It was a whole situation, right? It's a big ass situation.
I felt bad. I didn't even want to get paid for it, but he still paid me what I did on my dispatch part, and he still paid the driver, and I felt like shit the whole time. And I tried my best to try to get, some sort of explanation, some sort of reasoning on what's going on here. Nothing, man. We're in the dark. We're still in the dark 2 weeks now. And I know you recently went through something like that, but your ass got lucky.
I got lucky with it, man. I got lucky. Let me tell you about it, man. I like I said a while ago, man, I still can't believe that these things are happening, and it's happening every day. We let some brokers know. We want to let you know because it's a tough situation. You gotta dig through it to find someone you can get in touch with, and you gotta fight for that money if you can, because they do this every day, man, and they're getting better and better. It was picking up in a state, man. I don't want to put out any information out there. You know what I mean? But let me tell you, the driver was within an hour. Like, he was 45 miles away from this big city, and it was going to up north, and it was paying good. So, a weekend load, we can get him paid for a good per mile.
By chance, did you see any signs or anything?
Bro,
like that?
I'm gonna be honest. This is why I say they're getting better and better and trickier every day because, dude, I looked up their MC, I looked up their domain, everything. I even called this
No
company
way,
and they
that's
said,
crazy.
yeah, they said that they have this guy there at their place or whatever. But the thing is, after this is how we caught it. The driver drove to the shipper. I was trying to get a pickup number. The guy took a while. He didn't answer my calls, but then he called me back. So I didn't think nothing of it, right?
Okay.
So the next thing you know, the driver's like, hey, I'm getting loaded because we have a really good communication between me and the driver. He was like, bro, I'm getting loaded, but guess what? I just got a phone call. He was like, I was like, a phone call from who? And he's like, apparently we're getting double brokered. Can you check on that? And I was like, that's right away.
Your
I'm
heart
over here
dropped?
like, yeah, man, your heart drops in this kind of situations. I'm like, man, what am I gonna do?
Yeah,
And
'cause-
we gotta fix this situation. I called the number that called him. I got in touch with him. The guy was like, hey man, I'm the owner of this load. Who did you get this load with? I'm just like, what do you mean you're the owner? He's like, well, the actual broker, not the owner of the, bro. He
So
was
the
the
actual
owner.
broker called
Yeah, the
you?
actual broker
Over
for
the
this
load.
load. He
Oh.
calls me. He's like, you sent in there a 40-foot hot shot. I usually get these loaded on a flatbed.
Damn.
So I'm just like, hold on, man. Is my guy even gonna get loaded? I asked the driver and everything. So me and the broker were going back and forth, not in a bad way. We were being professional about it. But then I told him the information about who I got it with and the whole domain and everything. And then, man, things started to pop up differently. Like I was like, man, what am I gonna do? I had to get my directors, my bosses involved. In these situations, man, they're tough because
Did you
of
end up
things.
still taking the load?
Well, yeah, we actually, me and the actual broker of this load, we fixed it. We had guys, go check out on TikTok. The video's up there where we had the actual broker and the fake broker.
That's what you guys were arguing about.
Yes,
on
man.
TikTok.
That was the thing, because I had to get my directors on this. My directors and my boss, everybody was in this. And those are the situations that we don't.
I was honestly wondering what happened.
Yeah, man. And so we ended up calling the guy. We found out he was a phony. Even the actual broker was like, man, if you can get this load done, I'll give you $200 extra. And
Yeah.
he did. He did,
That
man.
is true.
We got it squared out. I make sure that the driver got paid for this. And that's why, I got lucky compared to your
Yeah.
situation, man. That was a tough one, bro.
Oh man, I wish anything close to that would have happened
Yeah.
with me, but
But
now,
honestly, if that guy, that broker, wouldn't have called my driver, because the only way he found out is he asked the shipper, like, who was out there picking up this load.
nah, man.
So then they asked for information. The driver called me. I called the broker. We were going back and forth.
That's a
bro.
real. I'm saying that's a real lucky situation.
Yeah,
right there.
yeah. Because if that
it just
broker wouldn't have
sucks to
caught
me.
it,
I mean, I think it just sucks because there's so many people scamming now. It's not just brokers. It's also
Some drivers.
They can definitely scam you. I'm talking about. We had a guy give me a call. He said, "Hey man, my driver left me out to dry. I'm in South Carolina right now trying to get my truck. He just left it there." And I was like, "What happened?" He told me he was going to be ready next week. Long story short, they pulled out $3,000.
$3,000, bro.
$3,000.
See,
The guy was upset. He told me he damn near wanted to cry about it. I
bro,
felt
that's
bad.
$3,000, man.
Hey,
Nobody wants to lose not even $100.
those
If
are
you're doing
payments,
something wrong.
that you can, have cushion there to, make sure your truck is paid for, your insurance is paid for.
Yeah.
$3,000 gone like that. They wasted money out there. Now he has to drive or fly, however he did it, but he was there already looking for his truck, and now he's got his truck. I mean, there's other drivers that, they do certain things where they can, put you at risk, put your company at risk, and it can definitely affect you. That's the thing. That's the issue here that we're talking about. It's not just brokers, it's drivers, it's people talking about, fake delivery times and everything like that. Brokers will try to put you in a predicament where, you're pretty much not going to make it on time, or you're not going to be able to do this load. I mean,
Yeah, those situations happen
it's just
constantly,
not
man.
fair to, people trying to do a business, trying to make a living, and it's
Yeah.
it's not right, man.
Guys.
I'm telling you. We had another guy, he went and picked up a load, right?
Mhm.
He was on his way back. He got pretty much in an accident. And long story short, the guy, once he got in the accident, they pretty much gave us a call. Hey, the guy hit me in the back of my trailer. I don't think it's not my fault, but I don't think there's going to be a cop or anything involved. He doesn't want to get the cops in there. So they weren't going to make a police report. So on our ends, we got cameras and stuff on the
Yeah,
vehicles,
obviously, because that's a good thing to have. Cameras.
But you're not really out here. Hey, you're lying to me. I'm gonna check the cameras. You're not like that. So we took his word for it. We got a call today. Hey, they're putting a claim on your insurance, and and that's what sucks because now we have to go back on our cameras, and if we are at fault, we're gonna have to be paying for it. And that guy doesn't even work for us anymore, and it's not happened but once, but I've had a couple times that happened to us already. We had another guy. He picked up a load at a different spot.
Yeah.
He was leaving the load. He was leaving, taking the load.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was fine. We get a call from the actual broker. He's like, hey, the shipper's giving me a call. One of their trucks are damaged. Did your truck happen to damage that truck? We're like, no. We asked the driver. He said, no, nothing happened. We're good.
Yeah.
And so they were like, hey, we have proof. And they were like, okay, send us video proof of this happening. So what we did is we went to go see what time he was leaving there, and we checked the cameras and everything like that.
The time.
This fucker was eating a burrito, driving, music on, phone in one hand, eating a burrito. You clearly see him driving, and you can see him hit the truck right there with his trailer. And he stops, he looks at it. Then instead of just like reversing, trying to stop it like from getting worse, he just drives with it a little bit more, and you can tell he's just messing it up. And
it's crazy, man.
We're gonna have to pay on that. We're gonna have to pay on that. That guy, he left us high and dry. He didn't pay his insurance. We're still looking for you. But that's kind of the things. There's these guys that will mess your company up, and that's why it's very important to have cameras in your trucks. As owners, you got to take care of yourself. Take care of your appliances.
I mean, you build a company, man. You build a company for someone to mess it up for you. Because, I mean, I've been on the road. I met people that are good drivers. I've also met people that are bad drivers, man. Like people that are just willing to work, make a little bit of money, make what you got to make, right? And then they'll do something wrong and they're quick to leave.
Have you ever had anything stolen at a truck stop or anything like that? I've had a couple drivers, they get their stuff stolen.
There's always people that are going to steal. I mean, my brother, man, he's been a driver, and he got, even if little things, bolts for his APU at nighttime. They leave him running. They took the bolts, the cover. I mean, bro, if you're that desperate for a cover and some bolts,
it's rats, bro.
You're down bad, bro. That's all I gotta say, man. People, how do I say it? Watch your equipment, man. Take care of your stuff. Don't be that driver. One thing I want to say, if you're planning to be out on the road to become a trucker later on, driving a truck, a semi, a hot shot, whatever, don't come out here just thinking you're here for a check. If you're gonna do it with a passion to drive, get a load, deliver, do what you gotta do to make it happen.
Definitely
driving,
pay attention.
Being on the road is not for everybody. But do it right.
You don't want to just book everything. Pay attention. If it looks too good to be true, it might just fucking be too good to be true. You need to really pay attention on what you're doing. As owners, guys who own their own companies and trucks and stuff like that, and you have other people driving in them, make sure you have the right equipment to protect yourself. Don't just put a guy that you don't know in the truck that is worth all the equipment altogether is so much money. And without having actual video cameras, you can buy these cameras to protect yourself. You can buy these equipments. You can buy trackers and everything like that just to make sure if whatever he's saying goes along with what you got, you're good. And you can see right there if he's lying to you or not. And it's very important that owners and companies who are driving their trucks do that not only to protect themselves, but also protect themselves from the shippers and brokers that like to always say, hey, we're putting a claim on this. We had another guy, he got claimed on his stuff, and it's over and over.
It's over and over.
So, I mean, guys, I just want you guys to really be aware of the scamming, the fraud, the liars, the rats.
Do the right thing, man.
Need to pay attention to these signs. Do what's good for your company, and make sure you guys are safe when it comes to trucking.
As always, we're sharing this information to you guys so y'all can be prepared. Double check behind yourself. Do the right thing. Don't double broker.
Don't get scammed.
Don't get scammed. We'll see you on the next one, guys.
To the next one, guys.
Trucking Thursdays.
Out.